Hey there, Sarah with NextGEN Medium, all about soul abilities development, your psychic, your mediumship, your intuition, your healing abilities. And we are going to Reddit for a question. Now, I've gotten this question before, and I'm still navigating how to answer it, but I got a suggestion. Okay, so the question is in the subreddit of mediums. What are some other ways besides meditation that can help me connect to spirit more? I have a hard time trying to meditate due to the fact I can't sit still most of the time. I do try and meditate when I'm slowly falling asleep, which works most of the time in helping, but I would like to try and do something during the daytime that can help me more. I would like to communicate more and receive messages, but since I can't sit still during most of the time, I need to try something else besides meditation. Is there anything else besides meditation to help communicate with spirit more? Thank you in advance. Meditation is a way for you to get familiar with what it feels like to be in your body and to understand your energy, because it is through knowing your own energy, knowing what it feels like in your own body, that you can discern what is coming in as messaging as to what is different. So when I'm receiving information from somebody who's passed on with mediumship, I will feel sensations in my body. Now I can discern what's mine and what's not, because I understand my baseline. I understand what it feels like to be in my body. I know I got like a neck problem because I'm using my computer all the time. Now, if somebody comes in and I'm feeling pressure in my leg, I'm able to kind of have the curiosity to ask, what is this? Where are we going with this? Why am I feeling the pressure in my leg? And this has actually happened before, where it turns out this person had some sort of venous issue with their leg that turned out to be varicose veins. So it was sensation that I felt, and it was information that was given to me through the sensation. And once it caught my attention, I was able to focus on that, and with that, information was sent to me as to what that was about. It became evidential material. So it's a hard time when people say, I can't meditate, because to me, that is the basis of understanding the new language of energy and communication. Learning your body, learning your energy is learning to differentiate others' energy and body sensations. I have to say, I do have something though, but I do have to say, keep trying. Try at different times. Don't sit there for an hour when you're just starting out. Just try 10 minutes. I would also recommend how you're meditating. You might need to sort of acclimate to the meditation process before you just go from, not meditating to all of a sudden trying to sit for an hour to meditate. My suggestion to you would be to do a guided meditation for a couple weeks to transition you to getting comfortable of your meditation state. That would be my recommendation. I do have a white light meditation on here, my vlog that you can try. That's actually a pretty popular video. And it's just like a 10-minute sit and just listen, and you visualize. This chair is so annoying. And just visualize what I'm asking, where I'm taking you. And that's a step into the process of meditation, as opposed to just boom, all of a sudden meditating. But another thing that I would recommend for those that are having difficulties sitting still during their meditation is synchronicities. Looking out for synchronicities. Building the vocabulary of your synchronicities. What are synchronicities? So in our logical world, synchronicities are coincidences. Oh, that's strange. I was just thinking about that person. In the world of spirituality, in the world of everything happens for a reason, synchronicities are those coincidences. So coincidences is there was nothing behind it. synchronicities are something's behind it, there's a reason why. Okay? So when something strikes you as a coincidence, an odd happening, I keep seeing the same number, that is building a vocabulary of synchronicity and messaging. So what's responsible for these synchronicities? That is part of what you got to figure out. But the first step is identifying the synchronicities. I wish I could tell you what it is that you're supposed to look for, but one of the big ones is numbers. My belief when it comes to numbers is there isn't a universal meaning for numbers. I could say there's a possibility there, but for me, it's more of a personal vocabulary. Just like when you're receiving messaging, references are your life experience referencing. So when you get an image of an apple, what that image represents, what it means, what it defines, that's based on your experience. And it could be different for you. It's different for me. What does an apple represent? How you define that is different than how I would define that, simply because of what we have experienced. I'm realizing I didn't hook up my microphone. This is fantastic. But anyway, good times. I haven't done a video in a while because I've been very busy. But so that would be my recommendation to you. There takes a mindfulness in synchronicities where, you know how you're running in your mind, you're working on the next task that you got to do, and you're doing one thing and you already have something on the list to do another thing. And it sounds like you could be that kind of person that is all caught up in what used to be and what I have to do next. What's my next thing that I have to do? If that sounds like you got to pull it in and be able to take in what's happening right now, which means you got to stop what's going on in your head, because you need to be able to notice what's happening around you, the messages that are being sent to you from the TV in the background, on the radio, the numbers on the dashboard. I'm thinking specifically, like, I get a lot of stuff in my car. So like whenever I see the number 63, either it's the temperature or it's how many miles I have before I got to get gas, or my speedometer, whatever it is, that's a sign to me. And so you need to be able to stop what's going on up here, which means you got to be able to take in the senses as they are happening. So synchronicities is a more active way of messaging and receiving, but it takes the same amount, it takes the same skill of taking in what's coming to you in the moment. So they have their similarities, they have their differences when it comes to meditation, synchronicity, language building, vocabulary building. But those are my recommendations, and I hope that helps you. And if that does, you can give me a like and you can subscribe, and you can check out my website, nextgenmedium.com, where I have lots of resources for those looking for this kind of information. And maybe you can check out my beginner's guide. It's called 0 F's Splendidly Brief Beginner's Guide to Intuition, Mediumship, I gotta say all the things all the time, psychic and healing abilities. So you can check that out at my shop, and it's going to be up in a lot of other places pretty soon, including Amazon, Kindle. I'm sure there's other places that I have yet to find, but yeah, nextgenmedium.com, and I'll be looking out for more questions in the subreddits. Thank you for watching.